Hello and welcome back. I'm Lygo and this is My Life in Football Manager, episode 40. And today we're going to Villa Park to face Aston Villa, who currently sit 9th in the Championship. Before we get started, I just want to remind you, if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. If you do this, it really does help me out when making these videos, so thank you in advance for that. But let me catch you up on how things have been going. I'll come to the schedule to start with, and since that last game against West Brom, for the most part things have been going well. After that 4-0 defeat, we did go on a mini winning run, 5 wins on the trot. Unfortunately, that then flipped on its head. We lost 3 games on the bounce, not scoring in either, before picking up a draw against Fulham, which we also didn't score in, so a bit of a rough end to October there. But then November again flipped 180 on its head. 4 wins on the bounce, scoring 15 goals in 4 games, before we came crashing back down to earth in our last game against a very strong Bristol City side, who thumped us 5-1 at home. And we're still sticking with the 5-3-2, the 3-5-2, whichever way you want to look at it. And the only thing now is, even though we're having moderate success, as you can see, 20 games in, 40 points on the board, it's looking very good. We're sat 4th place, very tight at the top of the table, still scoring plenty of goals. But if I come to, the stages, you can see our goal difference is comparative to those teams around us. We are, however, scoring more goals. We've scored the most in the league with 45. But on the flip side, if you look at Watford, West Brom and Bristol City, they've conceded 13, 15 and 16, whereas we've conceded quite a heavy 27. So we've still got a lot of work to do defensively. Coming back a screen, you can see things are going well. Sion Spence, again, outstanding player. I can't believe how much we got him for. 250,000 for a player that's just smashing it in the Championship. Given the opportunity, he's got 2 goals to his name and 9 assists this year so far. And all in all, 30 assists from, 66 games, averaging a 7.5 along the way as well. He's been a phenomenal signing. And also with this tactic as well, we seem to get him the most out of Jero Hanlon now playing as an advanced forward with somebody alongside him. He's scored 14 goals in 18 games, 4 assists, 4 man of the match. He's averaging 7.33 along the way. So things are looking very, very good as things stand. And we'll continue pushing for a promotion push, whether that's through the playoffs or automatically. So that's everybody all caught up. Let's move on to the Villa game. And the team to go out and face Villa today looks like this. We've got Hamel in goal, making his league debut. Unfortunately, Wally Yonk has been in poor form. I've had words with him. He's been ever present so far in the league, but since the start of the season, he's averaging a 6.5. He's made, I don't know if they've gone officially down as mistakes, but he's not having good games time after time. And he's not picking his form up, so Hamel comes in. The back 3 of Brook, Umar and Marquez. In front of them, Webber, Lawrence and Osborne. 2 attacking midfielders, Spence and Anderson. And then Gordon or Hanlon leading the line. So let's submit the team, move into the dressing room. And hopefully we can have a good game against Villa today. We need to bounce back from that defeat to Bristol City. So we'll pump our fists, tell them to go give a good performance, get straight into the game. Hopefully we can go out straight onto the attack, but I mean, look at that Villa team. They've got some recognisable names in there, so it's going to be a difficult one. We've got an early start here. Umar with the ball. Opts to go outside to Webber, who's starting to come into this role on his own down the left-hand side. He's a little bit inconsistent to start with, but I think now he's got some familiarity with the team and the system and the setup. He's looking like the £10 million player that we paid for him. But still recycling the ball, no breakthroughs yet. Osborne looking to get into the area down this right-hand side. Gets into the middle, cuts it back, Spence's efforts blocked. Anderson back in the team today after a couple of poor showings from him. Grabs his 5th goal of the season and he's doing very well. Being allowed to get forward a little bit more. Don't think he scored anywhere close to 5 goals last year and he's got 5 already now. I would skip the replay because I think, as well as being 2 creative players in the middle, we're getting the best out of them going forward. And wow, what a goal that is from Chukwuemeka. Villa hitting us straight back there. But as I was saying, I think with Anderson and Spence in the middle, both of them being creative players, being pretty much allowed to do whatever they want going forward because they've got Lawrence in behind, or whoever it is that sits behind them, they know they've got full freedom to just go and attack and be creative, even though they're not playing as playmakers. And yeah, it's proving to be very effective. We've got a counter-attack here with Gordon coming down the right. Can he get the ball into the middle? He can, but it hits a Villa player. But Webber picks up the loose ball, trying to get something going down this left-hand side. Finds Lawrence, switches it to Osborne now. Osborne, little 1-2 with Anderson, making room for a cross. Spence can't get the shot away, and Villa managed to get it clear. And we're looking threatening, and I'd like to be a little bit more comfortable. Villa have only really had the one chance that they scored from. So I'm reasonably happy with how things are going. We can grab another goal here and be even happier. But I think what I'm pleased with, I've never really played with a back five or a back three. Did it a little bit in my mini series at the start of FM21 in the beta, without much success. Gordon grabbing a second goal today there, and yeah, I've really been safe with the formations, playing 4 at the back, whether it's 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. And it's nice to try something a little bit different and have success with it. It's something that I've created myself. It's not a plug and play tactic from anywhere. There might be something similar out there, but it's not one that I've used. There's plenty of good creators out there that do different tactic videos. But it's always satisfying when you create something yourself and it works. But we're coming at half time now, 2-1 to the good against Villa. So what we need to do is just pat them all on the back, tell them to keep doing what they're doing. It's going to plan. Villa not looking overly deadly coming forward, but they've got a chance here with a free kick. Need a good save from Hamill here. It's going to be on target. It's not going to be on target. It's bent wide of the far post there. And what we need to do now is keep an eye on fitness, keep players fresh and fit. Coming into this winter period as well, which could be a bit tricky for us. Got a few decisions to make coming up in transfers. Players like Drew Yearwood not really getting in and around the team. So he's one of the better paid players at club. Do we keep him around? Do we move him on? These are decisions that we've got to make. And Gordon getting there first. Rebound falls to that man O'Hanlon. 15th goal of the season for O'Hanlon. He's on fire this season. But as I was saying, we've got a lot of decisions to make with transfers, so that'll be in the next couple of episodes, so make sure you keep tuned in for that. But for now, we're going to make a substitution. We'll switch up Henry Lawrence for Kuadio. Lawrence not only having the best of games, but he's on a yellow card as well. We don't need to be risking him getting sent off. We'll just make the one substitution for now. Gordon, just noticed he's tiring. He can be the next one. So we'll look to bring him off now. Again, back into that tactics screen, and we've got Gordon and Spence tiring. Two of the better players. Ideally, I can give them a rest. I will do. Odin Bailey, we've been training as a Mazzala, so he can come on in that role, see what he can do. And O'Connor Greenidge as the false 9. Two like-for-like substitutions to keep getting things going there. Drop a little bit of praise on the team as well. Villa with a free kick, looped into the middle. We headed it clear, but it's going to come back at us. Douglas Luiz picking it up on, well, I was going to say the edge of the area, but a little bit further out. Forced them back, which is good. And you can just see how many players we managed to get behind the ball, but even with that, it's not a defensive tactic at all, which is pleasing to see. And we forced Villa into a long effort that's way off target there. 10 minutes left on the clock now. 3-1 to the good. That should be it, barring any real surprises. 88 minutes. Villa coming forward again. If we can get a counter-attack here, I'd be very happy. We don't. Quite the opposite happens. Villa grab a second goal, and with that, I think we're going to drop back to cautious. Just start wasting time a little bit and slow the pace of the game down. Get the keeper to take short kicks. Just try and see this game out now. It's all we need to do. Yes, we're probably going to invite a little bit of pressure from us. But for the last 5 minutes, we should be able to absorb that. And we do. A good 3-2 away win at Villa Park there. Outstretch the arms. Tell the boys how well they've done. And we can have a look what that's done to the table. Keeps things tight at the top. West Brom retaking that lead ahead of Bristol City at the top of the league. Into the schedule, we'll go down, and I think we're just before the winter window now. I think the next game we'll come back for will be Bristol Rovers once the January transfer window closes. We'll wrap this up there. If you've enjoyed the episode, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager content on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.